Hello, Kindred Spirits, and welcome to my spiritual oasis. Here, weary souls come to find inner wisdom and peace. Today, I'm going to be doing a deck review for the Soul, Truth, Self-Awareness card deck by Brianne Hari or Hovey. I can't read. That's totally fine. So I'm going to be doing a full flip through of the deck, as well as taking a look at the packaging and other supporting content. And I'm going to actually be doing the flip through as I go through some of my points to make this video as succinct as possible. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it. So again, this is the Soul, Truth, Self-Awareness card deck. The packaging here, if we look at it, it's a pretty, I would say standard, but very nice and solid box that keeps your cards nice and safe and secure. I love the purple and gold accents on this deck and the little inlay graphic on the inside here. Very lovely. And there's one on each side. So it is a 44 card deck, I'm going to say. I want to say it's 40, can't talk. No, I lied. It's 56 cards. It's a 56 card deck. And there is no booklet for this one, actually. There's just this really beautiful letter that the author wrote for you, as well as like how to use the cards and about our author here. So that's kind of that piece of it, which I feel like is really nice because the cards speak really for themselves. So the deck itself has the question on the front and additional information and some action items on the back. So I really love how these are set up. They're very easy to use, self-explanatory. They stand by themselves, really. You can pick one each day, also for each week as well. I feel like some of the topics and questions are it's like good to like kind of set a like what you want to do for the week sort of thing. I feel like a lot of them are deep enough to think about them for the whole week rather than just a day, but you can do it daily. That's totally fine. The design itself is so pretty. Like each card is unique, but they all share a very similar theme with like the purples and the golds, some blues and pinks, with the feathers and like the little speckles of like gold dust and stuff like that. I really love it. And I would say that the messages themselves are also really, man, every time I pick a card, like often I'll go to this deck when I don't necessarily have a specific question in mind. It's like I know I need to spend some time, in with spirit, but I don't know exactly what question to ask. And I go to this deck and it's always right on. I'm like, oh yeah, am I really communicating my needs? Let's think about that today. And then I'll often do like a tarot spread or use other oracle cards to help guide some conversations there. But you can also do them, they're standalone. They're really good by themselves as well if that's what you want to do. They are borderless, as you can see, which I really love. Very high quality cards. The imagery, the card stock, I like the size of them, which will take a look at what a shuffling moment might look like a little bit later after I flip through here. Again, the information, the questions, and then the little anecdotes on the back and the action items are just really helpful. And I feel like these are things that we could kind of focus on each one of these by itself every week. But mixing it up is always really nice. Just some really great topics. And like I said, I love the graphics as well. we're definitely going to take a look at a card afterwards, after we get done paging through. This card is interesting. Am I apologizing for my truth? Ooh. I caught myself doing that because I'm an empath. So it's just like, wait, those aren't my feelings. Those are their feelings. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow, isn't that lovely? Gosh, I love it. The purple and the pink and the blue with the feathers and the leaf outlines, and I don't know. I just think they're so lovely. And like the feathers just remind me of like communication, like messenger birds or something like that, or angels or something. Okay, so those are all the cards. I am going to, we're going to flip it over and take a look. I don't know how well you can see it, but so there's a little blurb at the top. This one happens to be kind of a quote from Buddha. And then some action items, which I really like too. What are some things that you can what are some things that you can do to start to address a question on the front? So I really love that. That's really helpful. And the first size, you know, I don't have really small hands or really big hands. I feel like they're about the size of most oracle decks, I would say. I am able to like get my fingers all the way around it and shuffle them this way if I want to. They are matte finish, which is nice for shuffling, and also on screen there's not a whole bunch of glare and stuff off of them because they are matte. So I feel like the only, you know, I hesitate to say this, but like if I were to change anything, I mean, I think the cards are what they are and they do that very well. I think they're beautifully crafted, and I like the information on them. One thing that I do find, like when I am shuffling, I have to shuffle with this text up so that I can't focus on the questions. I can't read the questions as I'm shuffling. So I'll have to do it like this. So if you're the type of person that likes a blank back to something, or you want one side to look the same in your whole deck, then obviously this isn't the thing. So I do, like if I use this for a pick a card, I have to like kind of cover the question up so that people don't see, like, you know, you're not seeing the question if you're trying to intuitively select the pile. Or maybe the question is good to see, you know, like what question do you need addressed, like which question vibes with you the most. So there's several different ways I feel like to use these by themselves or in conjunction with tarot cards or other oracle cards. I actually am sold on buying a copy, like buying another deck for my sister, because I think she'll love these as well. So those are my thoughts on the Soul Truth Self-Awareness card deck, and I hope that was helpful for you. If it was, make sure to drop a comment, follow me on Facebook, click like and subscribe to my channel, as well as checking out my Etsy shop. So I will be putting some links in the description to some of the readings and stuff that I've done with these cards if you kind of want to see how I use them or see them in action. So thanks again for your time. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.